Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Come on.
We have the Allsvenskan.
Allsvenskan.
Top league in Sweden.
Top league Sweden.
We have Eskilstuna.
Eskilstuna.
AIK.
Right. AIK. I've been saying but the whole team wrong the whole time. It's AIK. Oh, Glenn Green. Nice to see you. Right, Glenn. We've got a situation here. We've both got to learn Swedish. So get in here watching an amazing video online from a football manager YouTuber called Old Lady Plays. Link in the description down below. So we've got to learn Swedish. So I've been listening to some of the team names. Right, come on. Listen up, right? I'll resume the video.
Very rare that anybody would call it Stockholm. They all know that it means Stockholm. Djurgården. Elfsborg. Häcken. Halmstad.
Hammarby. Are you getting this, Glenn? Glenn, where have you gone? You gotta listen to these names. What do you mean I'm sounding really strange? That's how you meant to say it. What do you mean it's AIK? It's AIK. You've got to get with the programme here. God, these Northern Irish youngsters, they just don't want to listen. Anyway, roll the intro. I'm learning new team names.
IFK Göteborg.
IFK
Göteborg.
Göteborg. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to Club 3, Episode 7 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. Massive thanks to Old Lady Plays who allow me to use her sound clip for her Swedish club pronunciation. You can check her out in the link in my description down below. She's an awesome FM content creator. Certainly check her out. But yeah, we've come back one game early because we will be going up against Hammarby in the first game, and it's a pretty big game. I'll show you the league game since you last left us. So we have those 2 0-0 draws, and then Elfsborg absolutely destroyed us at home, 3-0. We weren't even in the game. We dominated the possession, we dominated the shots, but we just could not score, pretty much. We had all the shots, couldn't score anything, and they beat us 3-0. So that was a bit of a wake-up call. The press were getting on my back, saying that we haven't won in 4 games, and I was starting to doubt whether the title challenge was going to be in for us this year. But we did bounce back with a 3-1 win over Göteborg, with Henderson and Karlström getting the goals. Our latest win was a 3-0 win, a Tanel hat-trick in the first half. So, yeah, we're going to play Hammarby and Ostersunds today. Hammarby in second place, Ostersunds 16th, and this Hammarby game has a lot of permutations, so they've got a game in hand over us. Now, it's a game we cannot lose. We can draw it, wouldn't be an issue, but if they win the next game, they will go 1 point behind us with a game in hand, which means that if they even draw or win their game in hand, they will go above us in the league, depending on goal difference. If we win, that'll put some good distance between us, 7 points with a game in hand for Hammarby, which would be a minimum of 4 points clear. A draw, and we're back to square one again. You know, we're only a point behind with a game in hand with Hammarby there. So it's not a must win, but it's a can't lose. So with that in mind, I've got a bit defensive for this game because I'm a bit worried about going away from home to Hammarby, and it is Stockholm derby, so I've gone defensive. And before we get into the lineup, I've had a few managers scout Nathaniel Ario, our right back that we got in the summer. And if I show you the transfer screen, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, United and Spurs. I think we have a player on our hands here, boys. So we've had Carlo Ancelotti, Pep Guardiola, both come to see our games to scout him. So it does look like we do have a really good player with Nathaniel Ario at the club. We could just hopefully hang on to him for 1 more year and get a big money move out of him. So we do have the big guns scouting our players, but this is going to be the very defensive lineup for the Hammarby game. We've got Mixedo in goal, Nordegren, Ario, Ben Lamin and Nathaniel Ario at right back. Karlström playing as a DM with Ahlstrand and Nilsson Eklund in the midfield. Froling on the left, Nuh on the right, and Brajanak starting up front. Do I put Tanel up there? I think I am going to put Tanel in as opposed to Brajanak because Tanel is in form. I do want to give him a run out. So we are going to go up against Hammarby, and I'm a little bit worried about this game. As I say, we just don't lose it. We can draw it, but we just cannot lose this game. So I'm going to tell the team, go out there, carry on where you finished the last match where we win 3-0. Tell them I have faith in them to make the difference. Only 4 players are motivated, which doesn't fill me with confidence. But it's first against second, biggest game of the season so far. It's the Stockholm derby, AIK against Hammarby. Please just don't lose this game. 19 minutes in, bit of a back and forth so far. No one team has really put their stamp in on the game. As Nuh comes inside to Nilsson Eklund, finds Ario making the run, the man being scouted by all the big teams. Plays it all the way back to Karlström. Nilsson Eklund plays it to Nuh. He's got options here. We're passing it around quite well, but we do lose the ball. And now Hammarby on the counter-attack. Balverson Wick has beaten all the defenders. He's one-on-one. But Mixedo is equal to it. They are going to be playing counter-attack as we are playing very defensive today. Coming into half-time, still 0-0. We haven't had many shots. It's been mainly Hammarby that are having the shots. They've had 4 shots on target to our 1. But that's to be expected, the way that we're playing. So I'm going to say, I'm pleased how things are going so far. Keep it up. I'll very happily take a 0-0 in this game. Tanel is on a 6.5 though, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. Ahlstrand and Eklund on a 6.4. The 2 midfielders as well. Have I got anyone to bring on that would make a difference there? I got Henderson who'd be 2.5 star there. He'd be a 3-star box to box. I'm going to bring Henderson on for Ahlstrand. I'll be keeping an eye on Tanel, Nuh, and Eklund. Well, our whole, apart from Froling, our whole attacking lineup's not really getting that involved. So I'm going to go standard. I'm going to go slightly more attacking. See if we can try and create some highlights. But I'd very happily take a 0-0 so far. As we get a highlight 50 minutes in. Start of the second half. Brajanic on the ball for Hammarby. To Wallenborg on the right-hand side. Comes into the box. It's a free shot. He's offside. Not going to count. But that is a warning shot from Hammarby. Because if they score, we will have to revert back to our normal tactics. So we've got another half to go. Can we hang on and not lose this game? 65 minutes in. I'm still seeing 6.4s all over the pitch. So I think something's got to give. I think Tanel is going to come off. And we'll bring Glenn Green on for him. Nuh. Well, in fact, if I put Green at right wing, I can bring Brazanak on for Nuh as well. So there'll be all of our changes made. I want to put Glenn Green on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side. But Froling's also a right footer. Who does better? I'm going to keep Glenn Green on the left, you know. I'm going to keep Glenn Green on the left. Move Froling onto the right. We're going to keep like that for now. 65 minutes, still a long way to go in this game. Throw in from Froling, 71 minutes, 20 minutes to go. AIK have only had 1 shot on target, but it's in the box for Glenn Green. Off the it's in! Glenn Green gets it in! And the changes we've made have come to fruition. I thought the goalie saved it, but it did go in the back of the net. And Glenn Green, we've brought him off the bench. He's got the goal we've needed. And Ario in the box. Glenn Green. The goalie did get a hand, but it wasn't enough. And this could be the goal that puts us 7 points clear. As we get a highlight in in Hammarby's box. 73 minutes in. We're going to keep everything the same. Henderson's going to whip it in. Cleared away as far as Glenn Green, the goal scorer. What's he going to do though? He loses the ball in the box. Gains it back again. Takes a shot. Over the bar. It is all AIK now. Carson with a free kick. 76 minutes. Hammarby know if they want to take control of this league table, they've got to get back into this game. As Wick takes a shot, but our goalie Mixedo is equal to it. And now we've got to worry about their counter-attack. So I'm going to go cautious to try and absorb some of the pressure. We did it well in the first half, so I'm confident we can do it for the last sort of 10 minutes of this game as Hammarby win the ball back, and that is the end of the highlight. As we run right into another one, Hammarby long ball in, and they've got the equaliser. 79 minutes in, William Bovik gets it. It's not something I should be surprised about. It's since we scored, it's been all Hammarby, but that is a worry. A draw's fine though, we can take a draw. A draw's not the end of the world. I would like to win it, but I'll take the draw. Coming into full time, 4 minutes of injury time to go. And if it stays like this, I'll be very, very happy. That is the full-time whistle. Yeah, they did score an 80th minute equaliser, but I will take the draw. It does mean that the league is still in our hands. I'm going to say I'm happy. I'm happy. There were some positives to take from that game. I will take the 1-1 draw, and that will be possibly a big result when it comes to deciding the league table at the end of the season. AIK denied by late goal. Carlo Ancelotti's now been spotted at the stadium to watch Nathaniel Ario. He did set up the goal for Glenn Green as well, so he did see a good performance from him. But looking at that league table, 4 points clear, with Hammarby having that all-important game in hand. This is why it was important for us not to lose, because if we did lose, Hammarby would have the chance to overtake us. So we are in the driving seat for now. We will now go to bottom of the league, Ostersunds. And if we can hopefully get a win there and keep up the momentum we've kind of got back after that bit of a rough patch, we should see ourselves through to first place. So I will see you back for the Ostersunds game. We've gone back to our normal attacking formation for the Ostersunds game. And we've got Mixedo in goal, Nordegren, Ario, Ben Lamin. Sundergren comes in for Nathaniel Ario as he is suspended. So we won't see any big name managers at the ground today. Ahlström and Karlström in the middle with Froling, Henderson and Nuh in their normal attacking positions. Brasinac is the man I've given the nod to today ahead of Tennell and Glenn Green. As Glenn Green did score, but he is looking a bit tired. And Tennell's just not playing that well, really. So I'm going to give Brasinac a go up front. Ostersunds are bottom of the league, so we should win this game. But at the moment, our form's very hit and miss. We can either play really, really well, or we just can't score for anything. So I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm going to say we can secure qualification for Europe with a win today. And we are going up against bottom of the league, Ostersunds. But a potential banana skin. We need to follow up that draw against Hammarby with hopefully a win today against Ostersunds. As we will start with a highlight 3 minutes in. Ario long ball over the top to absolutely no one. But we are going to pounce, and Nuz there finds Brasinac, but he could not finish it. Is it going to be one of those games? Nabrakna, 14 minutes in on the wing, deflected, but he does find Sundergren into the box. Brasinac is there for Frolin. He's offside, wouldn't have counted. Goal kick, 16 minutes in. Promising signs from AIK in these last few highlights here, but I would like to get a goal on the score sheet if possible. We don't win games by chances, we win games by scoring goals. I'm just a bit worried that it's going to be one of those games where we get all the chances but we just cannot hit the back of the net, as we've had a few of those recently, as Vadic comes in on the left-hand side for Ostersunds, beats the defence, but he cannot beat the side net in. Still 0-0. 27 minutes in, we still haven't had a shot on target, but it is going to be Henderson from this free kick. He takes the shot, and the goalie tips it over the bar for a corner. First shot on target of the game as well, which 28 minutes in doesn't fill me with that much confidence if I'm being honest. But that is a penalty, and Froling's going to have the chance on the spot to make it 1-0. Not at the best of seasons, Froling, but, we'll give him the confidence to make it 1-0. He puts it in the back of the net, no doubt at all. And we do get the first goal of the game 29 minutes in. Niels Froling, only his 4th goal of the season. Was expecting a little bit more from him. He did play well last year. But Froling, doesn't matter, makes the difference now. We are 1-0 up. Coming into half-time, you can tell there's a massive gap between the teams. We've had 12 shots, 4 on target. Ostersunds have only had 1 shot all game, 10 fouls as well. So they're trying to sort of break up the play by fouling our players. So I'm just going to say, we're going to guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. And who's underperforming? Nordegren's on a 6.5. Brasinac on 6.6. Not quite sure what's going on with our strikers at the moment. Well, it doesn't matter who we put up there, whether it be Brasinac, Tennell or Glenn Green. They just don't seem to perform when they're up front. If I put them on the wings, they play absolutely fine. So I might think about maybe mixing this up a bit, maybe. So we'll go advanced forward for Brasinac. We'll mix it up just to see if it makes a difference. But we are dominating this game, so hopefully this is going to be the perfect game to experiment with what works out best for our strikers. But we do have a highlight 46 minutes in, just off the kickoff. And Ostersunds are on the ball, but we do intercept as Ario, long ball ahead of him, but again, plays it to no one. That's twice I've seen him do that now, so I need to keep an eye on him. As Karlström gets the ball, long ball to Brasinac in the box. Smashes it over the bar. Still only 1-0. 60 minutes in, it is the end of Brasinac. He's on a 6.3, underperforming massively. So I'll bring Glenn Green on for him. Do I want to make another sub yet? Nabrakna's on 73%. Do I have options for him? We could move Glenn Green out there, but I'm going to keep it that way for now, at least for the next 10 minutes. We'll see how Glenn Green gets on. 73 minutes, I've just shouted get creative. That's a header from Freiburg, but it's over the bar. It's not going to count. Still only 1-0. 80 minutes in, not much is happening, but I am going to bring Frolin off. He's on 63%. We'll move Glenn Green out to the wing, and we'll bring on Tennell to be the striker. Got one more potential change, but it could be could be Henderson, could be Ben Larmin. Who do I want to bring off? Who have I got on the bench? We could bring on out of Allstrand, yeah. I think we'll bring Allstrand off, and we'll bring on our youngster Victor Nilsson Eklund. Swap them two over to make our last sub. So 10 minutes in, still 1-0 up. Coming into full time, it's not been the most convincing of wins against bottom of the table Ostersunds, but a win is a win. We've still got a minute of this game left to go, as Glenn Green on the left-hand side found some space, plays it out to Nordegren. Can he cross it in? He can, but it is held by the goalkeeper, who quickly pumps it upfield. As I say, we've dominated this game from start to finish. 18 shots, 7 on target, compared to Ostersunds' 3 shots, 1 on target. But a 1-0 win's a 1-0 win, and that will still keep on the pressure for Hammarby. They still haven't played their game in hand yet, so it'll be interesting to see when that game is, because they could go within a point of us, the way things stand. But we've got the last 15 seconds of this game to go. I think we've seen this out, if I'm being honest. I think we've done enough to secure the win. About 5 seconds to go. Nilsson tries to play into Tennell, finishes off. He does indeed. It is 2-0. William Tennell off the bench just does secure all 3 points. Some good play right at the end of the game there, as Nilsson Eklund, our youngster from our academy, lovely through ball for Tennell, slots it in, and he does make it 2-0 to AIK. Even though that's not how you meant to pronounce it, but it's the way I'm going to try and pronounce it. It's the easiest way that I can say it. So it's 2-0 up. We have got the win. I'm going to say a good win, boys. Well done. And that is going to be a draw and a win out of this episode. Hammarby did win their game as well, so they're still on our toes. As Bushthor reports on that. Yeah, he's been playing inside forward for like a year. But okay, he can now play as a right winger. And Strasbourg, Claude Puel is scouting the Brackna. So we do have 4 games of the regular season to go. And we are 4 points clear of Hammarby. But obviously they do have that game in hand. So they win that game in hand. It is down to a 1 point difference. So we will come back for the last 2 games of the season against Degerfors and Malmo. Degerfors 15th place, Malmo 4th. So Malmo could be a potential banana skin. So you're going to only miss out on 2 games. Helsingborg and Malmo. We play Malmo twice, quite quickly. So only 2 league games you're going to miss out on. And we will play the last 2 games of the season against Degerfors and Malmo. But it is all to play for going into the last 4 games. We are hoping for a Hammarby slip-up, just to sort of make it a little bit easier, but we are in the driving seat. And fingers crossed, by the end of next episode, I can say that AIK are league champions. But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading the FM20 Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for a potential league crowning championship game with the AIK hopefully being the team to lift it. Thank you very much for watching.